But now it is time for some NFL picks, as we do every week. Steve calls in with 5 big games for me to predict. And yes, if my Miami Dolphins are playing, I'm most likely going to take them, but we'll see what we do this week. It's a tough matchup. I think I kind of lost track last week. It was a busy weekend for me at the wedding. But I think I did okay, Steve, with some big losses, though, which we'll talk about.
Yeah, so you did okay. The Packers broke your heart because they only won by 2 points. They were favored by 2.5. Yeah. So that comes up as an L. So you were 2-3 for week 7. So that's the bad news. The good news is you are 15-15 on the season. So we are dead even. It's like nothing ever happened. Right. Let's start picking games. We're good to go. Let's win some money, right?
Okay. Yeah, let's do it. Let's win some money. That 4-1 week, I got a little overconfident last week, and I do want to acknowledge right here, right now, Steve. I picked against the Lions. The Vikings win. But look, the Lions win. I picked the Vikings to win. But look, that was a crazy game. Anything could have happened. I wasn't off base with my pick. Just the Lions proved they were top of the standings team.
Well, spoiler alert, I put the Lions on the board for this week. It's going to be a tough spot though because of the point spread. So we'll get to that soon. But I mean, we're gonna keep them on the board until either the curse breaks or you get one of these right. But that 4-1 week really brought you back to even. That was a huge win for you. So here we go. Week 8. Philly at Cincy. Cincy is a 2.5 point favorite.
Cincy's a 2.5. They're at home. Up and down season for them. I don't like when they play in the mostly all white uniforms. I just don't know what's going on there. But I'm gonna say Joe Burrow's not gonna let this meandering season happen for too much longer. I'm taking the Bengals in the points there. The 2.5. You said, yeah,
2.5. 2.5.
Sorry, you're an Eagles fan, right?
I am.
Yeah. Okay. But
it's okay.
It could happen. They're good. You guys got a good team.
It's business. Here we go. Pick number 2. Speaking of bad beats, Green Bay at Jacksonville. Let's see if Green Bay can keep winning you some money, bring you back from last week. Jacksonville is a 3.5 point dog at home.
Oh, yeah. Packers, points, to cover, to all of it. It's not going to be pretty. Don't like what's going on in Jacksonville. Apologies to our buddy Big Lou, but taking Green Bay.
Taking Green Bay, 3.5 point favorite on the road. Here we go. Game number 3, the aforementioned Detroit. This is Tennessee at Detroit. Detroit is an 11.5 point favorite. I totally would not have given you this game if not for the It's not. It's not
a big matchup here. It would be funny if I picked against the Lions, took Tennessee, took them to just blow everyone's betting books. And that Laserbold and Lauren Romo and chat would be mad at me once again, blaming me of cursing them. It'd be great for me to do that, but I'm also a reasonable man, like you yourself said, Steve, when talking about your fears. I am going to take those Lions, and hopefully Lauren and Laserbolt will forgive me.
Let's hope so. It's Lions to win big. I mean, Tennessee can, Detroit can win by 10. You pick Tennessee, and you're still a winner.
Yep, that's true. That's true, but oh man. All right, now I'm sticking with Lions. Sticking with Lions to win, cover all those good things.
I love the conviction. All right, game number 4. Dallas at San Francisco. San Francisco is a 4.5 point favorite.
It's not going to be pretty. It's San Francisco in a cakewalk. It's going to get to the point where Jerry Jones is going to come down the field and start pulling his players off the field. The Cowboys are a mess. Good players on the team. I like. I'd take them on the Dolphins, but we're absolutely going Niners big way.
Love to see it. Hope you're right. And the last game, as always, the Arizona Cardinals at your Miami Dolphins. The Dolphins are a 3.5 point favorite, and the prodigal son Tua should be returning.
That's right. He has returned. He has risen indeed. We're talking about Tua Tagovailoa. I could say it. Look, Cardinals are good. They got tools. They're always kind of a toolsy team. Whether Dave Craig was doing his second chapter of his career there, Kurt Warner doing his third chapter of his career, Neil Lomax in the 80s when they were in St. Louis, they've always had some tools around them. JT Smith, one of my favorite wide receivers in the late 80s, Cardinals. But I got to tell you, the Dolphins, I think, have a little bit of a divided locker room. They're a little upset. The defense kind of holding court. McDaniel's not calling great plays. Something's going on with Mikey McDaniel. He needs to fix his hair, start combing it like a schoolboy again instead of a crime lord. But Tua's pissed. I watched Tua. This is how much I'm into the Dolphins still. I watched his press conference live. He was pissed. He wasn't there to play. He said, "I'm not wearing a Guardian helmet." Nah, I think he should, but he's upset. Tariq's upset. They're going to show the world what they're capable of. We're winning. All the points to the Dolphins. We're going to go 3-4, be back in the division here.
Taking the Dolphins at home, surprise, surprise. So our picks for Week 8, just to quickly recap, taking Cincy against Philadelphia, taking Green Bay over Jacksonville, Detroit and the big points over Tennessee, San Francisco over Dallas, Miami over Arizona. Those are your picks for Week 8. Ken, thank you so much.
Thank you, Steve. As always,